Hello, everyone. I'm Bondar JR, Silver Wolf, Ron, and we're here to stream some eveonline. So, without further ado, let's get her done. Here's our eveonline screen. This is actually my main. I was just checking some stuff here. Probably not going to stay on as him. I got some market orders for him that I was looking at. None of them are selling. Yeah, somebody edged me out by $10. Same thing with this guy. I haven't bought a single one, so I don't know why it really matters. But I'll try to still be on top, so I want to say thank you to my lurkers. Appreciate it. I see there's a bunch of you out there already, so thanks for that. Also want to say thank you to my YouTube viewers. Appreciate you guys, especially all your comments, so thank you for those. Yeah, neither one of those have actually bought anything yet, so that's kind of disappointing, but skill points. How many skill points? 13,000. All right, we'll move those over to one of the other ones. All right, so let's go ahead and log in as my other guy. Actually,
connecting.
Let me log back in as him. Ming actually sent me an email about the Navy Vexer. Yeah, so I don't have the skills for that. Drone augmentation link. Cap rechargers. I do have the skills for those. So I have the skills for everything except this one. Interesting. $39 minutes. Medium railgun specialization. $5 million in cooling. So let's go ahead. I want to place a buy order. I want to buy it. All right. Let me go ahead and get that. Since we're working here in Cooling, may as well pick up some things. Says it requires just level 1, so medium hybrid turret. Do I have that one? I do have that one. Okay. So excellent. So yes, we can pick that up. Ah, silly me. I'm on my main. So of course my main has this. I need to forward this to Rage. And I guess my main does need it. I'm not in cooling. I'm in what are we flying? Yeah, I don't want to fly that one. Let's fly this guy. So we'll go pick up the skill and inject it. I'm gonna be pissed if I already have it.
Warp drive active.
I probably do. I think about it. That's under gunnery. Medium hybrid specialization. Medium railgun specialization does not look like I. So. Customs code expertise. What is this? I don't know what I was doing here. All right. So we'll add those in there.
Warp drive active.
CCP actually responded to my message and said that I needed to put in a bug fix for that skill plan thing. The petition that I've already had, I guess, wasn't good enough. I got to do a bug fix. Oh, no, 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 no. Where are you going? This isn't what I want. I tell you, some days. I'm flying somewhere completely different.
Warp drive active.
Not a whole lot of people hanging out in these systems tonight. Stock here. So it says I have one person watching. So whoever you are, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. If you want to introduce yourself, great. If not, no worries. Appreciate you being here. One way or the other.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Hey, Lightbeard the Paladin. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my feet back under me. So the game has changed a little bit since the last time I played. So most of the stuff still works pretty similar, but probably about 4 or 5 years. So my character is 21 years old. But out of those 21 years, I think we figured I played about 8 of those. So I've had quite a few aways. But my character was created about 4 months after Eve went online for the very first time. So let's Train. Let's move you all the way up. Actually, it's 39 minutes. So let's put you right there. All right. But yeah, so learning a little bit as you come back. So if you want to follow, that'll let you know the next time I stream, so you'll know. But if not, that's fine too. So I appreciate you being here either way. So I'm gonna go back here to Ventolin. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. But yeah, so my main is the 21-year-old. I do a lot of research projects with him. I do a little bit of everything with him. But that's where part of it comes in, is trying to learn it all again, what's different. The ships have changed a lot. The fittings have changed a lot. They've added a lot of new ships. So yeah, it's been quite interesting. So I recently came back about 3 months ago from a 10-year break, so I'm still learning new things. Yep. Yeah, see, I've been back probably right around a month. So my corp is 21 years old, but somebody gutted it. But the corp actually had offices in Kino and Kawakawa, Kaunokka. I can't pronounce it. I apologize. And those are both trig systems now. So that's causing me a little difficulty because our stuff that was there, the only reason it wasn't looted is because it got impounded. So I'm trying to get my status up with the trigs in order to be able to get the stuff out of impound. So it's a lot of expensive items that are stuck in there. So it'd be nice to liquidate those. But I used to be CEO way back when, and then I turned it over to somebody else, and it looks like they've been away for about 5 years now. So I'm just a director. So not able to do anything with the CEO. I had put in a petition with CCP and had a whole bunch of items on it. Ships that were misconfigured and in trig space. Unfortunately, my status with the trigs wouldn't even let me remove things in the fitting screen because my status was too low. And so the only way to raise your status with the trigs is to shoot drones, and you can only get one status increase every 20 minutes. So yeah, it's kind of a grind. So I came back. I also got jumped a couple times trying to do that, because that's wormhole space now technically. And I think I got killed by the drones a couple times because they're a couple battleship drones. And so I finally came back here and started doing some high-sec stuff. So ironically, they had gutted everything. So all my T1 ships were pretty much gone, probably because they were in corp hangars. But I have T2 and T3 ships that are on my personal, and I have those, but they're super expensive now, so I don't want to lose them. So I've been trying to gradually build back up my assets and go from there. But what I've been doing the last couple nights is working, and actually I'm going to log out of here. I've been working on one of my alts to get their status up to do research as well. So I do a lot of T2 invention from T1 blueprints.
Connecting.
Excuse me. And so I farm data cores from the research agents, and that's worked out pretty good. So 2 skills. Yeah, it's the mail I sent. So, but yeah, it's been interesting. So, but every day gets a little better. I think my first week I lost 4 or 5 ships, mostly frigates. Second week I think I was down to maybe 3, and then third week I think I got ganked once in high sec, and then fourth week I got ganked once in high sec. So far they're the only ones I've been losing. So Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. I'm definitely afraid. So one of the ships I have is an Orca, and so I flew it around to actually consolidate some of my resources. But I'm definitely afraid of flying it because it's just so expensive. I figure somebody will jump me just to jump me. So that's one of the things I heard is that mining, even in high sec now, is kind of risky because if you're mining a Hulk, they'll blow you up just for the salvage on the Hulk, even though they know the Concorde will kill them. They'll blow you up and then come back and salvage it later, or have one of their court mates salvage it. So that's kind of frustrating. But I do need to work on this Vexor because it really doesn't have a very good fitting. It's unfortunately there's not a whole lot of Vexor fittings. So I did see another streamer had done one where he was doing a passive shield tank, which was kind of nice. But unfortunately I didn't get it jotted down. So I want to see holes and fits. Cruiser, Galante, Vexor. So yeah, I'm sure I don't have CPU overloaded, power grid overloaded, don't have the skills. Yeah. So yeah, I gotta work those out. So, but yeah, so that's one of the things I'm trying to work on is get some of these up. Let's exit the simulation. Okay. Could throw another armor repair on here. Let me put, oh, that's what I was building. I was building a damage control for him, but yeah, I've got different weapons. 250 prototypes. And then 150 carbide, 150 dual. So, and that's causing us some problems. But it's funny. Most of the missions I haven't had any problems with. The last one took me a little longer because I had some problems with it. So I hate figuring out fittings. It takes me forever. So that's one nice thing that they did is that they allow there to be a lot of fittings that show up when you do the simulate. Unfortunately, none of them seem to apply to what I'm looking for. So go figure. This guy doesn't have the same skills as my main. My main's got over 100 million skills points. This guy I think's got 10 million, 12 million, something like that. What that one is. Yeah, they're doing heavy electron blasters. They're doing augments. 1600. Wow. Yeah, power grid's way over. So how's that even possible? Must be the skills. So yeah, so trying to figure these out. In series, same, similar. Multi-spectrum. I like the multi-spectrums. Drone damage. I like that. Damage control. Like that. It still shows it's over. That's doing an energy neutralizer. I don't want that. "19 days to train the skills that I need." Yeah, so once again, corporation, community. 200. Let's see, but that still says alpha. I don't have skills for that. All right. Why would I put a probe launcher on it? CPU's over. So yeah, so trying to figure it all out just is where we're headed. So that's always the challenge. So I have some of my viewers send me fittings, which is kind of nice. So, and actually that's what this email is. I was gonna look at. So if I do this one, yeah, so I don't have any of the skills for these drone damage amplifiers. So, which I wonder, can I use the drone damage one variation? I can. Can't use it very well, but I can. Yeah, and these are the actual level 2s. Calente drone specialization is what I need. Light drone operation 5. Really, that's all I need? That's not that bad. Still 5 days. And then this one's actually going to probably be medium drone operation 5. Yep. So, yeah. So, yeah, so that's where we're at with those. So, we'd like to get some drone augmenters on here, though. All right. So, we got those. So, let's go ahead and get another mission. Cooling. This is more normal. About a 250. 7. I already did the 7. Give them it to me again. All right. So this is one that I definitely can handle. Yeah, the heavy assault cruisers. Those are pretty high tech and super expensive. So like I said, I'm trying to avoid all the expensive ships. Antimatter. Yeah, let's reload that. See what we got here.
Warp drive active.
I think it's giving me this mission every single day. But yeah, I'm trying to get my status up with the Ladai Corp because I have 4 research agents that I can use with them. So get them up, and then have them sit and use that. So. Sorry, semi-AFK-ish. I am on phone watching as well. No worries. Not a problem. I appreciate you being here. Let's do tungsten. These are 25, 24. Yeah. 44. So yeah, it's still hitting it. So that's pretty good. I need to figure out how to add stuff to this so that I get it in there. So I'd like to put it to 40, but 40's not on the list. These guys are closing now, so we can shoot them with these. Unfortunately, because this is a trig system, I can only do 3 targets, which is kind of frustrating. So, but it works. Let's save this. Now, you know what? Cancel. We already have some saved, so let's clear these. Let's save this. All right. These guys are too far away. So we'll see if we can close the distance. Actually, I think iron is better for these. Yes. Iron gives me a little more range. So we'll see if we can snipe him. Here comes some shots. Yeah, we'll see if we can pick these guys off. This is a pretty easy one. I think if I kill Kroll, it's over. But we'll kill off the rest just for the sake of it. Let me go ahead and launch these drones. I don't know why I'm out of drones. We'll have them take out the short range guys. Goes my shields. See if we can get Kroll out of here. There we go. Come on, just a little bit more. There you go. Shot. Come on, just a couple more shots. I'm gonna run out of ammo before I kill him. There you go. Perfect. Alright, let's dock.
Warp drive active.
So that's the end of that one. We'll come out here and salvage the stuff, pick up the loot. There are a couple cruisers, so maybe I'll get something good out of the cruisers. Something I can use.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Say I'm only 300 away. Should have got it. So, Lightbeard, what kind of stuff do you enjoy doing? A mission runner? You enjoy industry? All of the above? I'm kind of an all the above kind of guy. Actually, I want to see what the status did with Ladai. Ladai 166. I don't think it went up very much. Maybe 2.02. I guess every little bit helps, right? Make active. Undock.
Warp drive active.
I use the Catalyst as my salvage ship, which it seems that the Catalyst has been the new choice for the gankers. So every time I fly it around, people tease me that I'm going to get accused of being a ganker. So it's like, yeah, if it keeps people away, then maybe it's not such a bad thing. So. I have a main and null at the moment. I made an alt to relearn everything. That's a good idea. I've heard from somebody else that did that too. So that actually started a new one just so they could kind of do all the intro missions and that kind of stuff, which is kind of a good idea. I did not do that, but that's one that probably worked out pretty good if you did. So go ahead and do this one. We'll approach this guy. Get to the end of that. A lot of metal scraps. But yeah, one of the other streamers that I watch, Darth Raban, he actually does the NPC nullsec, and he actually makes a real good amount of money doing that, and so that's kind of a good one. Something I kind of thought about because said he doesn't really get ganked, so. HiSec seems to have become more dangerous than anywhere else lately, so. But because of my industry stuff, I kind of need to be near HiSec so that I can pick up the materials I need when I need them. You should get an MTU and drop it with your main ship, then come salvage. Yeah. Somebody else mentioned that too. I probably don't have the skills for it, so. But yeah, that's something I'll have to look into. Somebody else mentioned that. Would definitely make things easier. And that way I'd already have it, so I already have everything right there. Oh, can they? Okay. I figured there were skills associated with it, so. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. So let's go back here and dock. I might be lying to you. Let me check. No, you're good. Hey, Ming. How are you? I was just talking about you a second ago. Your ears must have been burning. Excuse me. Yeah, no prereqs. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check it.
Permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Mobile tractor unit. Yeah. What's the size on them? Oop, that's not what I wanted. Distance. What's the size? $10,000 volume 100. So I could probably fit it on my Vexor. So pretty good. No, I looked at the post of yesterday's stream and I did not realize everything I said was going to be posted to all of you. My mistake. LOL. No worries. Yeah, sorry about that. I actually just recently changed that to because my YouTube viewers were complaining that they didn't know what I was answering. So no, you were good. All your stuff was good. So, but yeah, my YouTube view, I have a community on YouTube that kind of watches stuff, and they've been saying, "Hey, we hear you answering stuff, but we don't know what you're answering." So yeah, so that's where I had to get that rigged up for them, because it was the same with me, because sometimes when I watch all my streams, or I at least play them in the background when I'm working or other things, and there were several times where I was like, okay, I don't know what I was answering there, but I think somebody asked me something, because I don't repeat the questions that are in the chat. So I had always thought that if you watch it on Twitch, the chat would show up if you watch it on Twitch. If you watch on YouTube, of course you don't. But even when you watch it on Twitch, you don't see the chat. So I just try to be very diplomatic when talking on public stream. Totally my fault. Nope. It's all good. Sorry about that. And I understand the whole diplomatic thing, believe me. Find objectives must be met. Take care of the terrorist fanatics and report back to your agent. All right. So let's go take care of. Oh, stop. I want to put some more drones in here. Stack all. Hobgoblins are small. Warriors are small. Hornets are small. Hammerheads. All right, let's do that. So, just glad my age. I'm naturally careful of what I say anyway. Yeah, I understand. I'm the same way. So I'm the same way. So well, excellent. If you want to send me that fit, I would love it. I probably don't have the skills for it, but at least it'll give me something to strive towards.
Warp drive active.
Unfortunately, I don't have the skills for any level 2 stuff, so not on this guy. So I barely have the skills for level 1 stuff, to be honest. I did throw damage control in the oven, so I can throw that on here next time I get that done, because that'll help as well. Acceleration gate. That means I can't control where I warp to, so that's kind of bothersome.
Warp drive active.
Well, I guess exactly. What you can do is downgrade as many T2 items to T1 as you need to, and it should still be stronger. Yep, I agree. That's what I've been doing with any of the others that I found. So the problem is most of the ones I found were PvP ones, so which I try not to do PvP. What we got here? Let's switch to iron. No, we'll leave that one on there. It still gives me the 55. Actually, let's keep him at 55. Can we do that? Actually, we should let him get the 48. The one is a PvE ship with 460% over. Yep, that's awesome. That's what I need. That's what I need. Come on. It has a signal amp, so I can lock 5 rats at a time at very far range. Awesome. Yeah, this one, this trig thing is what's causing my, I can get 50% penalty to my maximum lock target, so that's really kind of hacking me off, but that's the way it works sometimes. Alright, he's gone. Let's pick these guys off. This curious question, is there a reason you're not using your drones on a drone boat? No. I lose a lot of drones, so since these rail guns are picking them off at a distance, my drones are only good to 40. And so most of those, when I started, the ones were further away. And then I sometimes forget to send my drones out. But at this point, I'm picking them off fine without it. I'm not taking any damage. So I figure there's no sense risking my drones. So what I have to do is I always end up having to bring them in and take them out and bring them in and take them out, which is always a pain. So I'm going to switch these to the antimatter. But now that they are close, I'll go ahead and get those guys going. My fit is about 40 mem ISK, and I bet it does at least 2x when the current ship is done. That's cool. Well, I think this one probably cost me that much, so. Yeah, that only does 13. Oh, they're coming in now. Yeah, I should have left that unloaded. It's too far away. Yeah, a lot has planes, so. Yeah, that's true too. You don't have to carry a ton of the light drones. But yeah, what I've found is that the rats tend to change their targeting more now, and they'll target the drones faster, which is new. And so that's one that I keep forgetting to keep an eye on my drones, and it seems like they end up getting zapped before I realize that all my drones are gone. I'm like, where did they go? So yeah. And that's one that I'm looking into, is to try and get some of those drone amplifiers. Got too close, so I should have been using the other gun. Oh no, that's not gonna work. It's too far away. But yeah, I'm not really taking any damage from these guys. Oop, no, wrong one. Will admit, on my first mission, I came close losing a few drones. It's been over 10 years since I flew a T1 cruiser, so once I changed my tactics a bit, the issue went away. Yeah, and that's what I think I need to get to, is I definitely need to get my training up so that I'm getting the T2 drones, because they're a lot better. But then also getting those augmenters. This is a drone boat, so I should be using the drones more than anything else, but I always try to cover all my bases.
Our module has run out of charges.
So, my T1 mission runner is a drone boat arbitrator with rapid lights, shield tank with 20 passive shield regen. Yep, that's pretty good. I mentioned earlier, I saw someone who had this one as a shield tank. And that's one that I would really like to figure out, because I prefer shield tanking. Well, let's ship these back to iron. We'll get them in on it too. Let's take 27, 28. Yep. I don't like active shield tanking unless I'm PvPing. Yep. Yeah, I've always that was a new one. The passive shield tanks are really nice, but that's another one of those things that it takes some time to figure out. So. Yep, they are shooting at my drones. Even though they're not even in range, so I'm not saying it's or a battleship. In a battleship, of course, yep. I'm not saying my fit is the best. I think the Vexor, there are several directions for filament that are valid, but it's a strong one. No, I'm willing to look at anything, so I appreciate it. Come on. A big buffer, so I've been using Repper to top off shield between rack groups. Yep, I found staying at 30 to 35 gives me very little incoming DPS, while at the same time I'm able to change drones fairly quick if I need to. Yep, that does seem to be the sweet spot.
A module has run out of charges.
Mm, 47. Come on. These guys are taking some damage. Come on, you can do it. Oh, for crying out loud. There you go. Alright, and these guys are in range of these one now. Yeah, solid strat, to be honest. Yep. That's the problem. I can't seem to keep him at that distance, unfortunately. But and actually, 27. Yep. 21. So yeah, that's a little too close. Oop, wrong one. This looks like this might be the last wave. My RB is 450 DPS, 131 shield regeneration, 50 EMP, 61 therm, 58 kinetic, 68.5 explosive. That's pretty good. It's a very neat fit, but she's kind of slow. Yeah, you got to trade something off. Got to trade something off. Gotta trade something off. Oh, there's another one. Alright, he's closing too close. So let's go here. Excellent. That looks like the last one.
A module has run out of charges.
All right. I think I saved these. Let me save another one just to be safe. Alrighty.
Warp drive active.
So that's another one down. We'll go salvage these. So exactly how does the mobile tractor unit work? Does it bring in everything that's within that range? It does look like all the wrecks. Yep, it looks like I do have the space on my Vexor to be able to carry it, so that would be nice.
Docking permission requested. Docking
So
request
if you drop
accepted.
it near the center of combat, it will pull everything in. You bookmark your MTU, okay? And I guess I would drop it. Hey, Czard. One at a time, starting with the closest. Okay, cool. Cool. And Czard, if you want to follow, that'll let you know the next time I'm streaming. So I stream, it's not required, but if you want, I stream Sunday through Thursday. So this is my last night of the week. And then sometimes I do surprise streams on Saturday if my wife doesn't have anything busy for me to do. So, which is usually not the case, but there's been a couple Saturdays where I have, so. Normally on Saturday, I try to actually stream something different. So trade ships out, go back, loot, save as it pulls everything in. Yep. Yeah, I'll have to try that. I saw they were pretty expensive, but it'd be worth it if it saves me that time. But Cesar, thanks for being here. Appreciate you watching. And for contributing to the conversation. That's always appreciated. So, all right. So the 7 grunt was the last mission. I always forget to get rid of my bookmarks. And then this one.
Warp drive active.
Way more than I can imagine. I remember the old warp with the lightning effect. New warp does look better. Yep. Yeah, somebody the other night, I had somebody raid me with about 100 and some people, which is the most my streams ever had, and they were asking because of the age of my character. I've only been around for 3 years now. Yeah, so my character's been around. It joined Eve about 4 months after Eve went live, and so it's a 21-year-old character. I've only played it about 8 years out of those 21. I've taken a lot of time off, but it is an old one. But that was one of the things I had mentioned, was that the graphics were kind of what set Eve apart way back, and they still haven't disappointed there. So. But yeah, so because the graphics were really what made Eve nice. I remember 21 years ago when I first joined it, the graphics were what set it apart. It was way before its time, graphic-wise. Actually made space look like space. I remember when I used to have to turn dust or volume effects off. Yep. Yeah, nowadays that's kind of a normal thing for the graphics card to handle. But yeah, back then, that was a little bit much for it to handle. The good old days. It's kind of amazing how far we've come, graphic card wise. What Eve activities do I do? So, I do a little bit of everything. So, because my character's so old, way back in the day, there were research agents. I'm getting a cramp in my leg, so I apologize. Stretch my leg out. But there were research agents, and I've got a ton of those. And what else? Actually, let's get this one. Oh, this one. And then I do industry, so I build. I do invention, so I take T1 blueprints and invent T2 blueprints. T1 blueprint copies and invent T2 blueprint copies. Ouch. And then build those and sell them on the market. I try to do a little bit of everything, to be honest. Yeah, man, this cramp is bothering me. Every once in a while I get a cramp in my leg. But yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to do a little bit of everything. So that's what I'm doing here, as I'm actually doing these missions for Ladai Corp, so that I can get my status up with them. because four research agents that my main have are from Ladai, and so trying to get the pretty much the same agents so I can farm the data cores. Nowadays, I think, oh man, that cramp really bothered me. Sorry about that. Nowadays, I think they don't quite farm the data cores the same way anymore. I think they do the sites, and the sites give the data cores. So, and that's how most people get their data cores now, or just buy them off the market. So, oh, awesome, Ming, thank you. Oh man, this cramp is really bothering me. Come on now. Actually, I'm salvaging these. Almost all of them are giving me salvage, which is kind of strange. I pick up my data cores about once a year. Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to get the right research agent so I can pick them up once a year. But yeah, I had to redo all that. So, and these guys were not configured quite correct. So that's where I'm working on this. Like I said, the ones that I found were the best. My main's got all level 4 research agents, and I think, like I said, 4 out of the 6 are with Ladai. So I don't salvage anymore. I used to do it all the time, was good as. Now you can get lucky and get amazing modules with hundreds of millions. Yep. Yeah, I still salvage because I build the rigs, and I like to build my own stuff. So the salvage kind of gives me that. So then I don't have one less thing I got to buy off of the market. Sometimes. Most of the things that are required for the rigs, I still have to buy a couple of them because I never seem to get enough of them from the salvage. But I always enjoyed the salvaging, so it's relaxing. It's kind of like mining, but not mining. So. And this kind of works. I kind of have a nice flow that I do with this catalyst, so because it allows me to tractor a couple in and salvage a couple without. That's what I'm afraid of. If I use the MTU, there are probably going to be too many there. I'm going to probably kill my cap too quick. But it'd be worth a try at least to see how it works. Because that's one thing I do have a problem with this guy is my main doesn't have any cap problems on the catalyst, but this guy does. So I believe I'm just now turning the corner to learn PvP. Yeah, I've never been a big PvP guy, so my PvP experience is getting ganked. So, which I do tend to have happen from time to time. Never a pleasant experience, but I use a Noctis as my salvage ship. Yep. I was using the Catalyst as a loot and salvage ship. Yep. I've always, for some reason, the Catalyst was the one I always used. Now that I found out that the gankers use the Catalyst, I may have to switch it up. But because I don't want to be recognized as a ganker. But then again, if it makes people avoid me, then it may not be such a bad thing. So Cap's running out. I am picking up enough drones from these guys that at least keeping me in drones, so that's good. Covering at least what I lose, so. Nope, I don't want to do that. Yep, that's fine. Better off to think the wolf rather than the sheep. Yep, I'm cheap. I use silver algos. Yep, that's a nice one too. Yep. All right, I'm going to lurk for you. You need to hit the bed. No problem. Thanks for being here, Lightbeard. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's one thing I'm very lucky with. I have no problem sleeping, so I've been real blessed that way. In fact, when I do have a problem sleeping, I know there's something super bothering me, and I need to do something about it. So. But have a good sleep. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I used the MTU, because I think there'd be too many for me to salvage all at once. Maybe not. I'll have to give it a try and see. The tractor beams really don't use a whole lot of cap. It's the salvagers that use it. Just keeps beeping at me. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I know my cap's low. Don't need to keep reminding me. I think that probably comes in handy when you're in battle, but not so much when I'm salvaging. All right. Yeah, so not as much loot as I usually get. Well, I don't know. I think the mission got me. So the mission got me 150. Yeah. A little over 150. Excuse me, 250. And then I got almost 500 from the loot, so not too bad. And then there'll be the rats will come in here in a second, so it'll show me what I get for the rats. But that only gives you every 20 minutes. So how much did it go up this time? The die 173. So actually it jumped pretty good for that one. It's 166. So what's that? 47.07. That's pretty good. Not huge, but still better than nothing. It's like that cramp finally cleared. My body has a problem with potassium, so I always lose potassium faster than I should. So when I sweat and everything else, I eat a lot of bananas, which is good, keeps the potassium up. But that's how I know when I start getting those cramps that my potassium's a little down. So, all right, let's see. It keeps giving me the same ones over and over again. So this one's going to give me about almost 500,000. So. Find the former secret agent, eliminate him before he can reveal the top secret information to agents from DED. So, okay, doesn't get the information. Put it in your waypoints where he was last seen. Still cooling, that's good. Keep us in here. Close, undock. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. My chat is not showing. Didn't show any of those messages. So there you go. The last one it showed was Lightbeard Sloot. So actually avoid MTU using high sec as I found that it tracks thieves and gankers. I wondered about that. So, but yeah, I probably have the issue for the same reasons you. Yeah, it seems that I just sweat when I sweat. It seems like it loses a lot of potassium. So should probably try and get some missions in since the player numbers seem to be slightly low. Yep. Always a good time. Appreciate you being here, Cesar. Like I said, if you want, you can follow. It'll let you know when I'm streaming next. So my next scheduled stream will be Sunday night, probably around 9:30 Central Time, US, till about, I usually stream till about 12:30, so AM. But, and then, like I said, I'll probably, Saturday, I'll probably stream something. Let me clear all my bookmarks before I get back out here. I try to stream a different game than what I normally stream, but I should probably try it. You can invest in a Magpie MTU. So what's the difference between a Magpie? So they're near impossible to scan down. Okay. I didn't know that. So that would definitely be a good idea. Because, yeah, that's one of the things I wondered about was if it would be something that they could scan down and would attract gankers thinking that I'm doing something. Not that I would understand why they would want to bother with mine, but maybe they want my loot. But thanks for that information, Cesar. That's a good information. Appreciate it. That's what makes them so expensive. Actually, I looked at the other ones and they were real expensive. So, but yeah, I think it was 11 million for a regular MTU. So, which isn't a whole lot of money when you look at it, but I think I only paid, what, 50 million for this ship, so probably less. I can't remember. Maybe 30 million. But so yeah, it's when it's half the cost of my ship. So hey, I said activate the gate. What are you doing?
Warp drive
There we go. That's the second time I've had to do it twice because it just didn't pick it up. So for the level 4s, I would also use a Noctis. I was using Catalyst because a Noctis can also attract attention, and I was just doing level 2s and salvaging for the air program points. Yeah, I haven't done anything with the air program. I really need to check that out. This one's got multiple levels. I think they're too short. No, this one. I'll make sure they target me first. There we go. Keep at 750. Who are they attacking? Let them attack whoever. So we slow them down, but yeah, I have to look into the air program because I heard that was kind of a good way to get some. Magpies Hall 300 center strength. Pack rat has fun 50. Standard MTU is 50. Okay, that makes sense. Keep at 5,000. No, I don't think so. Well, let's try. Nope. Try plutonium. Save. Alright. Oh, they already killed it. $20. Optimal range. Oh, that's perfect. Great for new players. Yep. Oh, wow, that was quick. Right. All right. Return. Yeah, I've never, and that's one of those other new things that's come up that I haven't looked into yet. So, is the air stuff. So, I figured it was something that kind of just shows you the ropes. So,
Warp drive active.
load. Yeah, we'll save those. Since it's an activation gate, I can't control where it puts me, so we'll just see what they've got. $64. Yep, they're way out there. All right, 24. That's in the range. Looks like I lost a drone. Didn't even realize it. 32. Somebody's shooting me with missiles. Hey, Frilner, how are you? Yeah, I think it's a very strong program for new players, but old players can also have fun doing them and get the SP for their alts. Yeah, that might be worth it. So it gives so they give spell point. They give skill points. Well, that's pretty good. That's worth it then. Let's go with the tungsten. We'll snipe these guys. Put these guys back in the drone bay and snipe these guys. So what's new, Frilner? How you doing tonight? Getting all my regulars on tonight, so. And it has 100K skill point awards for completing things that go into your redeem queue, so you can assign them to. Well, that's excellent. Well, I may have to look into that. That would definitely help me round out some of these skills I need on these other tunes. That would be good. All right, let's save this one. This is the second level. Keep in mind that 500K SP skill injector is running over 900 million ISK right now. So do they give it to you as a skill injector? So you could just sell it? Because I know the ones you get that are from this redeem thing, they get injected into you right away. So you can't sell those to anybody. So, which makes sense. No, it's on the redeem queues. Yep, yeah. So that makes sense. But still, that's pretty good. 900 million. Wow. That's a lot. That's the one thing I think that has not been positive with Eve is the way they've kind of monetized it. So more than one 100K SP for the air stuff or just 100K. So can you only get one or can you get multiple? Yeah, and if you have an older tune, that 500K spin gets downgraded to as little as 150 for 900 million. Yeah. Let's turn you off. Come on. Missiles. So if you complete the air program, the total is 600 to 700K. Wow. You can do it with each of the 3 tunes on your account. Well, that's cool. Well, that's probably the ones I should be doing instead of these. Come on, finish them off. There you go. Keep at 40. I think I already saved one, didn't I? Warp approach. Yep, I did save one. Yeah, so card, I think Caesar, I think, is the only one that's not my regular. But yeah, all my streams are uploaded to YouTube. So if you want to watch them on there, they're there under the same account name, Bondar JR. So I think this is number 20 for Eve. So this is almost 3 weeks. 3 weeks in the making. So go ahead and reload that one. So I think it's an activity you can work on when you feel it, as there are actually many activities need to be completed. Yep, YouTube as LOL. Yeah. Yeah, I actually have quite a few people who watch me on YouTube never make it to Twitch, so kind of strange. The Twitch one I can understand because you're kind of interacting, kind of nice, but the YouTube one, not so much. Just watching somebody run missions, I don't quite understand why that would be enjoyable, but more power to them. So I enjoy having them out there. So, and it does attract some people to watch me on Twitch. When they see it on YouTube, then they'll tune in on Twitch. So that's been helpful to attract some other people. So well, they say there's no such thing as bad advertising, right? So Well, I guess if you're new and you wanted to see what missions were like, it would be helpful. Yeah. Or somebody coming back, because I think that's a lot of what I've been getting, is a lot of people coming back to the game and wondering where to start, you know. And like I said, I think I spent 2 or 3 weeks just trying to figure out what I had and gather it all up. And it takes a long time to target. That's probably another skill thing too. Keypad 43. Let's try that. Do you do any hauling missions? I haven't been, because I like to salvage. Because like I said, I build rigs and sometimes sell those on the market as well. So the salvage kind of pays for itself. So, but the hauling missions usually just, you can get pretty good money for the hauling missions. I do have a prorater with a covert ops cloak that works pretty good for the hauling missions, but I don't get the ships then to be able to salvage. So plus I kind of like the blowing stuff up. So I know so many people that have gone for years and then they come back. Yeah, I think it's a common thing. It's like anything. You get bored with it after a while, and then you just feel like you know. And then you try some other stuff, you do some other stuff, and then you're like, hey, might be a good idea to see what we could do here. So, oh no, that's not going to work. Those are 13, not 27. Actually, they're closing. Let's go ahead and launch these guys. We'll have them taken out. I bought some BPCs to make some ships I want to fly, but I need to get the stones to head to low sec and get some Kernite runs. Yep. That's the big one that I can't ever find now, is the Kernite. So that's the frustration. So that was one thing that for some reason didn't get stolen, was my minerals. And I have a ton of minerals, but almost all my blueprints were stolen, or I shouldn't say stolen, were liberated. So yeah. If only. Let's reload that. Or, you could always go there. I hear there's this great system called Udema that you could go to, or Udama, and it's got Kernite in abundance. Nothing to worry about there. Nothing at all. That's for Caesard. That's one. I got ganked. Somebody led me into Udema one night, and I got ganked there. So they said, hey, you can mine some Kernite here. So I was looking for Kernite. So, yeah. I never saw the Kernite. They blew me up before I even got there. Yeah. And that was the other thing. That was before I knew about the whole gate camp map and the whole gate camp sites. So now I check them anytime I'm flying around and picking up stuff. Because yeah, that's one of those. Fool me once. There's been days that I've flown through it. It hasn't been that bad. There's other times where it's it's super hot, and so. Are we going? There we go. Let's say, are we going to go? Yeah, well, that's the problem. They do all the yeah, so 78 ships destroyed in the last hour. Yeah. Yeah, they do suicide ganking in Udema and the high sec stuff. I've been killed twice in high sec now, ganked in high sec twice. It's kind of It's kind of become a big thing, so which is kind of sad. Alright, let's change this to plutonium. Alright, that'll work for that guy. Yeah. There goes my shield. So, most dangerous system in high sec. Abazon. Yeah. So yeah, Abazon is the other side of it. The other side of the coin. I don't think I've ever traveled through Abazon. Udema, if you catch it at the right time, you can fly through there. But Abazon, I have never found a time of day where that is a safe system to fly through. It's like they camp it all the time. But yeah, Udema, I've actually found several times where I was able to fly through it. So depending on the time of day. So this time of day, not so much. But earlier in the day or late evening, early evening, I think that works pretty good. So, all right. So let's mark this one. Save location. And let's call these guys back. I think last time I got killed was trying to take shuttle through there. Yeah. And they say shuttles are super quick. So shuttles, you should be able to beat the gate camps. I've never beaten a gate camp. Of course, the ones that have caught me, I was completely unaware they were there. So I didn't really have a chance. But yeah. Well, and that's the other one. The site that I use, the gate camp site that I use, it'll tell you if they're using smart bombs and stuff, because that'll actually take out the covert cloak ships as well. So, because the one I usually try to fly is my Pro Raider with the covert cloak, but if they're using smart bombs, that'll defeat that as well. So, but yeah, Abazon. I've never been able to go through Abazon. It is always on the gig camp kill list. But yeah, if you catch your demon at the right time of day, you can sneak through it. So, but yeah, I had a couple people card just to catch you up. I had a couple people join my stream a couple weeks ago, and they said, "Oh, you're looking for Kernite? Yeah, come to Udema. That's a really good place. We're there mining it now. Come on in." And yeah, I mean, I didn't even get to the belt before they blew me up. It was almost like they blew me up while I was flying. So, but yeah, it was pretty. It was entertaining, if nothing else. So. Make active. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Because yeah, and then here last week, actually I think it was Thursday night even. Yeah, that was the weird part, is they told me it was there, and I got to the belt, and that's what happened. I got to the belt, and I was kind of looking for it, and that's when they blew me up, and I was like, how did I get blown up? I didn't even see anybody around. But yeah, so I never even saw any Kernite, so that kind of makes sense. But
warp drive active.
It's a trap. I always think of the Star Wars one with the fish head guy. It's a trap. But yeah, then last Thursday, some guys jumped in, and one of them wanted me to help them figure out how to do. I was doing pirate sites, just general pirate sites that show up in the systems. I was doing Kuleen and Venolin, and they said, "Hey, those flashing lights, they always freak me out. I'm a new player. Can you go back and do it again slow so you can tell me what you're doing?" And the same guys that had blown me up the week before were in the system, and I didn't notice. I was too busy talking. And once I got to the site, they were there waiting for me. I was like... But that one kind of backfired on them, because they killed me. They blew up my ship, but they didn't get to loot my ship. And I went back. I got all the loot out of my ship. I was able to salvage my ship, which was a battle cruiser, and I salvaged all 5 of their catalysts, so I feel like I kind of made out better on that one. But, you know, hard to say.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, that one, I still laugh about that. The first one, when they lured me to Udema, I had no idea that that I had been suckered. I actually stopped my stream, finished up my stream, went to bed, and I'm laying in bed thinking, you know, that was a little too coincidental. Before it finally dawned on me that, what an idiot, you fell right into their trap. But it was weird. They had more than one person actually join the stream and kind of play off each other, which was kind of nice. You know, it was kind of ingenious. But yeah, it was one of those. It was like, came down with the last drop of rain. Yeah, honestly, that was part of the problem. Is I didn't honestly think anybody would do that. I mean, I thought, surely you're not gonna go to that kind of effort just to kill somebody. That's seems a little excessive. But they did. So, but that was where I was more shocked than anything, because I was like, once it dawned on me that that's what had happened, I was like, man, that's a lot of effort to go on just to get your name on a kill board. I mean, but, you know, more power to them, I guess. Oops. Well, I definitely didn't want to do that. That's not going to work. But yeah, so... But that's what that's the enjoyment some people get out of the game. So, you know, more power to them. And, you know, and I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. When I was a noob, some pirates killed me in low second. They were overjoyed because they got some T2 item in my package. Yeah. Yeah, it was weird because I actually looked up, because the corp, when they killed me in Udema, they sent me an invite to their corp, which is one of those corps where they where I guess they charge you to protect you while you're mining, and then they kill you anyway, which I thought was kind of, you know, not really ingenious, but kind of lame. And so, but I was like, okay, you know, everybody's got their thing. And so, but it was weird. I went to 0. I went out and checked out their corp, and they had links to YouTube. And what they were really doing is they were killing people to get their negative reaction. And I guess they had one guy who, I guess, swore for 45 minutes about, you know, what kind of low lifes they were and everything else, because they blew him up. And that was, they said that's why they kill people, is to kind of get those reactions. And I was laughing because I was kind of like, yeah, that's it. Tear harvesters. That, I couldn't remember what they called it, but they called it tears. Yes. And I was, like I said, I was pretty clueless that they, you know, that they had even, you know, lured me in, because I was kind of like, it just didn't dawn on me that that's what happened. And so yeah, so it was kind of funny because I was like, oh man, I can't believe I got killed, you know, and was kind of laughing about it. And I was in that one. I went there in a venture, so it wasn't like I was worried about the ship. It was the cheapest ship I had, so. But it was funny because they didn't get the reaction they wanted out of me. So, but then it was when it happened the second time, they still didn't get the reaction they wanted. So that might be why they haven't come back. So, but yeah, it was kind of funny. Because even that one, I was kind of suspicious, but I was still kind of like, eh. And then when they didn't get anything out of it, I was like, well, that's kind of strange, because why would you do it if you weren't getting at least a loot, you know? And so, but, all right, let's turn this one off. Reel this guy in. But yeah, tear harvesters. I couldn't remember what they called it. Thank you for that, Ming. Tear harvesters. Yes, they said, yeah, tears. They were out for tears. This is why, and that's what they said. This is why we gank. And the guy, I think he swore on the YouTube video for like 45 minutes. I mean, he used swear words I've never heard, and I've heard. I thought I heard them all. Like probably now I have, since I heard that. But yeah, he was very upset, which, you know, I understand. But long ago I met a pirate and we talked every day for months. And one day he asked me for 200 million ISK loan. That's always kind of suspicious. But then again, and once they get to know you, they think, you know, and I probably wouldn't think anything odd of that if I had been talking to somebody for that long. Try and reel this guy in. Then he blocked me. So I was skeptical, but I was thinking of flying with this guy, and you need to trust guys you fleet with. So I gave it to him. Yep. And then he blocked you right after you gave him the loan. Yeah. That hurts. But I'd have probably gone with that one too. Because in that case, you know, you had talked to him for that long, so it's kind of like, you know, it makes sense. Let's go towards this guy, but I was not even mad, but I was surprised. I looked at it as paying 200 minutes to find out if I could trust him. Yep. But yeah, that seems like an awful lot of effort, you know. We had somebody on one night that said that they had someone join their corp and then they got catfished. And I was like, wow, and that's a lot of effort to go through, but it's crazy the length of people in Eve will go to just to run a small-time scam. And that's it. This was like 15 years ago, and 200 million was not a lot to me even back then. Yep. But yeah, you're right. It is kind of amazing what people will go to for not that much. I mean, if they'd have spent that time, since they talked to you for months, if they'd have spent that time running missions, they'd have had the 200 million, right? Would have been a lot easier than trying to get it out of you, but I think that's just part of what's wrong with our society is we get a lot of that kind of stuff. It's easier to steal from somebody else than it is to actually earn it yourself. And I just don't know where that really came from. So because that's kind of sad. Alright, we got these last couple, so let's get rid of this decimator we already finished. The Ex-secret agent, we already finished. We're just working on these mercenaries. Alright. Let's approach this guy and throw our afterburner on. So, well, you want to play Eve, you will learn not to be gullible. Yeah, well, I guess in some cases. I've fallen it forward twice now. So, two different techniques. I got to give them credit. At least they mixed it up. I actually went back. And they were different people in the stream, so it wasn't like they used the same people. The same people blew me up, which if I'd have been paying attention to local, which you should always be paying attention to local. But if I'd have been paying attention to local, I would have recognized that. And I did recognize it. As soon as I hit warp to the site, I looked down at local and went, hey, that's the one who blew me up last week. And at that point, I was already warping, so. But yeah. That's what I think it really comes down to is, yep, you just got to trust and you can make it so you can afford to be wrong. So, because in the end, that's what I think it's got to come down to is you got to be able to trust. Like you said, if you're going to fly with people, you got to at least trust them. You can't just, and that's, like you said, that's an awful lot of effort to go to deceive somebody for not that much money. I mean, in a month, should be able to make 200 million easy. So, even running, crappy level 2 missions, I think I'll make that in a month. But yeah. Like I said, it looks like the ones that I've been dealing with lately, they just want the kill. So, I had no issue losing 200 million because if I fleeted with him, I could have lost 2 billion. Yup, exactly. I was making 80 to 100 million a day back then. Yup. And that's the thing. You think about it. And he should have even learned that from you, from all your talks, to be able to say, hey, I don't need to steal 200 million from this guy. I can make, 100 million a day. But I don't know. Maybe it's more of a challenge to fool somebody.
Active.
I don't know. I haven't figured that out. New storyline mission available. All right. I might check that out. So this contaminated nanite is one that I use when I'm building stuff. And that's the only one. So, but that's all good. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, what time is it?
Docking permission requested.
We should be able to get another one in here, so. I knew a guy from Null. One day, out of the blue, he convoed me and asked if I had a certain module you could use to get in just one particular level 4 mission. Alright, select all. Stack these babies up. See what other stuff I got. Broken drone, contaminated nanites. Yep, I don't have any of the good stuff. Contaminated nanites the only one, so. I said I have over 1,200 of them. He was like, well, they were selling for like 6 million each now. Wow. That'd be nice. Especially if you had 1,200 of them. Alright, pick up the militants. Following objectives must be done. We're in Kulin. Good, good, good. The convoy spot a nearby system. Here's a mission to some of your caliber nearby system. Alright, destroy the ships. And bring anything you can salvage back to me. Alright. Alrighty. So I made like 8 billion. And that was a big deal at the time. I collected them as though they might be worth something. I thought they were worthless. Makes sense. I kind of the same way. I'm kind of a pack rat. It's one of the things I need to do now is I need to go through all my stuff and see if they're actually worth something. clear this one. That guy was a pretty scary guy in the game. Really? I don't know. He clued you in on that. He made 8 billion. That's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, he could have always said, "Hey, I'll tell you something if you cut me in for a part of it." Kind of a famous pirate. Yeah. Yeah, back in those days, there was a lot of bounty hunting and that kind of stuff. I don't know that they do that too much anymore. But yeah, some of those famous ones were really good because the bounties on them was worth a lot of people just trying to hunt them down. But in that case, you're just constantly trying to defend yourself. Why am I not warping?
Warp drive active.
Okay, guess I didn't hit it right, so. But that was kind of nice of him to let you know that they were worth that much. He could have said, "Hey, I'll take them off your hands. They're, my faction's doing, my corp is doing something with them, or blah blah blah," without telling you they were worth 6 million each. He probably would have still checked, but worth a try. Hey, I'll give you 100,000 for them. I've been in game too long to give anything away. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. If somebody's asking about it, it means it's worth something. So, yeah.
Warp drive active.
Somebody's asking about it. It's worth something. I still have a lot of the specialty holiday stuff that they did. So I have like the melted snowballs and the different fireworks and the special launchers that they did for the fireworks. It's like, oh, where'd those guys come from? Oh, they probably got launched. Come on, I clicked on it. I collect stuff that's worthless. It's who knows, one day it might. And that's exactly, I'm the same way. I don't think I've ever thrown anything away. So. Come on. That's antimatter. If I put the iron in there, that's still only going to get to 27, I think. That should still work. This is 27. I could probably launch my drones now. None of them are shooting at me. There's a personnel transport. That's the one I think I'm supposed to blow up. Yeah, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Kind of one I've always lived by. So. Yeah, they closed that pretty quick. Just let the drones take care of them. Keep at 42. That's a good sweet spot. 24. Come on, destroy that personnel transport already. Something blew up. Yeah, too short. I should have did that one. That's all right. We'll get him here in a second. There's 28. Yeah, they're taking some damage, but that's all right. There's another personnel transport. Keep at 45. All right.
Our module has run out of charges.
Of course it has. Of course it has. Save location. So I need to get the militants. So I don't know if this is one of those where I have to give them. Now, once again, I'm not seeing your chat, so I don't know why. Sometimes my chat window just does not show the chats. At some point, CCP will decide to, for example, make the FEDO a component to some expensive weapon or something, and they will skyrocket in value. I agree. I agree. Anyway, I think it's important new players take a healthy attitude towards all the pirates, grifters, and gankers, and even not give them the tears that they so live for. Yep, I agree as well. If you give them the reactions that they want, then they're going to keep doing it. So well, that's a different one. Nope, that's the same one. That's a cruiser. Why don't I have him? Okay. All right. So I did not get the militants, so it must be in one of these personnel transports. So let's go ahead and approach this. There's actually two of them, so. But yes, I agree with you. The new players need to understand that they're there, and that's part of Eve. Be able to deal with it accordingly. Because if you're not careful, it'll definitely happen to you. Sometimes when you're careful, it still happens. What do you want to bet it's not this personnel transport? It's going to be the other one. Part of the cost of doing business. I agree. It was one of the things I was concerned about with streaming MMO. Is because all the other games I stream, they're not MMOs. They're usually single player games, that kind of stuff. And so the MMO I was really worried about because given my position away, you know, Some people put their camera up here so it blocks the system. I'm like, well, the system name is here everywhere, so that's not going to really help. So, but yeah, it was one of those. It was kind of, but yeah, it hasn't been too bad. So I've been streaming 3 weeks now, and I've only got killed twice, and both of those were them leading me somewhere. So really wasn't their fault. So I fell for it. So.
Warp drive active.
They set the hook. I just my first 6 years in the game, I would never even inform if someone might not like to say hunting me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's always one of those things you always worry about. You're kind of like, well, I don't know what's going on with my chat window, but it's not putting all the chat messages up there. So, hey, Nick, how are you? Hear ye, I am here. Okay. Actually, let's go ahead and reload that one.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Good, better late than never. Yep, you're still good. I still got at least a half hour left, probably closer to an hour. I'm gonna finish this one and go out there and loot my stuff and then try to get another one in. The more I get in, the more money I make. So yeah, that's what we want. So glad to have you on board.
Warp drive active.
I want to see what kind of status increase I got from that one. 186. Not too bad. It's actually moving up pretty steady. That might have been almost a 0.1 increase. So they're getting better. I should go to agents, agent finder, Caldari State, Ladai. Still level 2 is my highest. Okay, so no worries. So yeah, I don't have a level 3 yet, so that's okay. All right. And I'm perfectly fine with that. All right. Ready? Okay. Oh, there's another drone. Can enjoy that. Armor plates is one that I use for some of my builds. Oops, that's the wrong one. Now I got 4 of them on there. That's not going to be. There goes my cat. Because I was putting 4 on the same one. That's why. Ready? Come on, there you go. Nothing of value. Nothing of value. There's a contaminated nanite. That's another good one. My cap is in bad shape, so let's approach this one. All right. Don't have. Oop, that's not the one I'm trying to hit. Your loot's gonna go up exponentially when you get back to level 4s. Yep. Yeah, I know. I'm counting on it. So there were 2. They both had militants, so they get to sell the other militants. Yep. Sasha's Nation, so that's who I was blowing up, I guess. Yeah, the loot does go up. When I did that level 4 the other night, that made a huge difference. I probably should have let it fly regular. We'll reel it in. So the armor plates are good, nanites. So those actually, that's worth it right there. I think that'll allow me to build another rig. Nothing of value. All right. That's dock.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so it was 260, almost 270. Haven't gotten the bounty prices yet. Bounty prices were at 412. Yeah, we should have got them. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I need to see.
Docking permission requested.
Need to see what the storyline mission is that I got offered. Probably another load of amber.
Docking request accepted.
You get actually 600,000 in loot. Well, that's not too bad. Combined with 200, that's almost $1 million. Let's do make active. I think I did lose 1 drone. But I think I also need some more ammo. So antimatter, tungsten. I think we're good. Yeah, we should be good. Let's throw another drone in there if we. Oh, 176,000 in no, so it won't let me put any in there. Okay, good for them. All right. Let's see. Let's do one more. So, of course, everyone should now, you should always complete the storylines. Yep. Yep, yep. I like to focus on them, so. Apprehend the smugglers and confiscate their cargo. All right. And they are here in Izuku, which is 7 jumps away? Oh, my Lord. Why would I have to go that far? Now, Ogamo, talking, Alima, Cameo, Akao, alright, Junganasi. Okay, that should be fine. Apprentice to compensate their cargo. Izuku, I think, is where my other agent was that I was doing. There was another level 2 agent I was doing for Caldari Navy, so that's a long way away. Let's go. Right, jump, 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 jump.
Warp drive active.
Yeah. We should be able to do it. So navigation 4. Not sure what I'm doing navigation 4 for. But yes, you should always do the storyline. So they're very profitable and they increase your standing drastically. And they're only offered because if you're doing other missions, so
Warp drive
might
active.
as well get the bonus. Customs interdiction 1 of 2. One storyline gives the standings for like 4 or 5 regular missions. Yep. Yep. I can't believe this one's making me jump 7 systems. That's kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever had one that made me go that far.
Active.
Held a message for 6 bays. So it didn't like your message, Ming, because you said blow them off. So it thought it was sex based. So, but he's talking about the missions. If you blow the missions off, they'll count as failures, which will then lower your status. So yeah. And it actually lowers them worse than I think that raises them. So yeah, so you definitely don't want to blow. You definitely don't want to blow them off. Skip them. Or decline. I don't think the storylines. Can you decline the storylines? I would say that in front of my mom. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too. I was like, can't believe it. It flagged that one, but yeah. Yeah, you definitely don't want to decline them because they are very beneficial. Maybe not. Excuse me. Maybe not super profitable, but beneficial from a standings perspective. So, and that hasn't changed, so that's kind of nice. It's nice that they only offer those that way. But I'm actually going to have to look into those ones you were talking about earlier that give the skill points, the air ones.
Warp drive active.
Because that's kind of. That might be worth it just to get some skill points to boost stuff. Because I have a lot of skills I know that I want up, and I can't train them fast enough. Plus, it would be easier if I didn't have to do that. What is super bad is if you do your last mission, then log off, and while you're offline, you get a storyline, but you don't notice it. It fails. Really? I haven't seen that. I've done with the corpse I was 10-0 standings with. Yeah. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I haven't seen that. That's one of the reasons I try not to look at them too early. It still shows as offered, so it probably doesn't matter. But I think once you look at them, it kind of starts a timer. So set my standings down to 9.4. See, that sucks. It takes a long time to get them up to 10. Kind of want to keep them there. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, because the higher they go, the smaller the increase. So yeah, I checked with my main. My main has a 3.1, 3.7. I think it's a 3.17 maybe with Ladai. So I was like, I should be able to get that. And then once I have it, I will have access to the same. Should have access to the same agents. So
warp drive active.
but yeah. You used to be able to see other people's standings and missions were a main thing in the game, so I grinded many corps to get to 10 for the bragging rights. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I did. I had a 10 with one corp. Might have been I don't know. Caldari Navy seems like that's a real leap, but I had 10 with one corp, and I was the same thing. I really wanted the bragging rights, but now when I look, I think my highest is 8 point something with Caldari Navy. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure I ground that one so that I could get my. I'm pretty sure I ground that one so I could get my Navy Raven that I don't have anymore. So now I tell people you got to take my word for it. We are you players. You could trust us. Yes, exactly. You could trust me. Nothing to see here. Nothing behind the curtain. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you guys. Sorry, I keep yawning. It says here my general overview is not saved, but I can't figure out how to save it. Pretty sure I added something. So there's the smuggler. And of course he's at short range. Of course he is. What's this going to give me? 27, 21? Yeah, that's too short. So let's go with thorium. Let's try that one. Let's launch these guys. It's a hauler, so it really shouldn't have any defenses. So what we got here? 18. 18 sounds like a winner. It's calling for help. Calling for help. Yeah, I have the same issue. Yep. It's calling for help. Trust us. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. It's all good. Come on. What's this? A good Samaritan here for a beating? It's I think I can only do 3. Here's why I got these guys on long range. Yeah, excellent. Snipe them with my rail guns. They're not much of a challenge. Come on. Alright, cargo ship's done. I don't know that I'm going to bother to go after these, so. Alright, these are 38. So it looks like I already got the DNA. We'll kill these guys off. 18. Oh man, that was quick. Return. Alright, let's approach. Let's at least loot them. I'm not going to bring my salvager all the way back here for 4 or 5 ships, but we'll see if we can loot them. See if they got anything half decent. They definitely weren't a challenge, so they probably don't, but we'll see. So you looting these ships will give you your air points. Yep. Looting these ships will give you air points. Really? Ah. So I didn't realize I was shooting these guys. Well, that's going to lower my faction standing with them. Forgot to check the faction. I've checked it on all the other missions. Didn't think to check it on this one. That's what I get. Not paying attention. Right. Approach. I mean salvage. You need to salvage 75 ships for the max points. Okay. Yeah, so when I start doing the air ones, that should work out because I like salvaging. So. Let's turn you off. See if it slows us down enough so we don't do a flyby. Alright, so they're just dog tags, so no big deal. Let's go and jump. Right.
Warp drive active.
Yes, many of the air activities are just things you probably do anyway, so that's cool. I like that. I like that. That definitely helps. So, and if it gives some skill points, more power to it. Actually, let me go ahead and reload these. Oh, we're flying. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check those out. So that's another one of those new things that I hadn't had a chance to look into yet. I saw it up here.
Warp drive active. active.
I may have to put in a trouble ticket because, yeah, it's not synchronizing. And I think I remembered this before. I think I did come in here once and it wouldn't synchronize no matter what I did, which is probably along the same lines of when I go into my skills, I get this error about the skill plan will not load. So it'll pop up here in our app. The skill plan service is currently unavailable, unable to retrieve skill plan data. I said something to on my petition that I had in, so they finally fixed the Hulk that I had. The one thing out of 10 that they would actually do, they finally completed. And so I added to my petition. I just said, hey, I'm getting this error. And they asked me to send them a screenshot. So I thought, okay, they're going to do something about it. So then once I sent the screenshot, they're like, oh, you need to put in a bug report. I mentioned to them, I said, I think it has something to do with my character being so old. And I said, but it happens on all my characters. So that character is back from there. This one was born in 2008. So he's definitely not that old. So he's, 15 years old. So 16, going on 16. So, yeah.
Warp drive active.
But I think it has something to do with the age of the characters. Just that there's something on there they weren't counting on. So one of my tunes will not show just a teenager. Hey, Death by HP, how are you? Thanks for joining the stream. One of my tunes will not show the screen you have up with the pick of the tune part. Yeah, exactly. That's what I found. There's a couple that, for some reason, different things don't show. Probably because whatever picture you chose for your tune is no longer available. Something like that. Because, yeah, I designed all mine way back when. And so my other 23 tunes display fine. Yeah, exactly. Just happens to be that one for some reason they got rid of, so. But
warp drive active.
This one's not even my oldest. Yep. So. But yeah, Death by HP, my main was born, it looks like 4 months after Eve went live. So this is a VNI or Ishtar. This one's a Vexer. Yeah, it's not a Navy issue. It's just a plain Tier 1 Vexer. So, yeah. Yeah, and it's fitted out kind of weird. So I'm just doing level 2 missions trying to get some status with Ladai for research agents. So unfortunately, this one they sent me 7 jumps for some reason. Guess that was the only way they could find Galente to kill. It's one of the reasons I stopped doing the Ladai ones, because they kept having me kill Galente, and that was ruining my status with them. So, can you display your fitting window? Yep. Takes forever. That's one thing. It takes forever to pop up. And I don't know if that's... I don't know why. So... But yeah, I've got two 250 prototype Gauss guns. I've got a dual 150 carbide railgun and a dual 150 railgun. And then compact afterburner, cap battery, cap recharger, web of fire, 400 crystal, tier 1 medium armor, and then 2 multi-spectrum, tier 2. So, but yeah, sorry, 185. Yep, 13.4. Yep. So I definitely, it's one of your low, yeah, one of my low slots is empty. I'm planning on putting damage control in there,
drive active.
or maybe a drone augmenter. So yeah, I know, and I don't have any rigs on this one yet. So I kind of threw this one together quick. I know. You taught me better than that. I actually have the damage control in the oven on my main. So I think Darwin gonna come for you if you keep flying like that. Yeah, probably. But yeah, I was looking at another armor repair, but like, most of these, that one we did last night, it got me down to armor, and I had to dock a couple times, but most of them never even get me down to the armor. So like all these ones we did today, not a single one got me in the armor. I shouldn't say that. I think maybe one got me down into armor. So, and I don't have any shield tank on there at all, or any shield enhancements or anything. So, but yeah, every time I try to think about the fitting,
requested. Docking request
gives me a
accepted.
headache. I'm like, ugh. Vexor is very cheap ship for what it can do. Yep, I agree. So, well, the fit I sent you can potentially kill rats at over twice the speed of your current ship and has 2 times the tank. So, yep, excellent. So, yes, I will definitely take a look at it. So, let me finish this one off. All right, what time we got? Might be good to stop here. Let me look at this one. Let's see what this one says. All right. OCO. Time to strike a blow against the arrogant one. Blah, blah, blah. Destroy all Galente ships. I want to destroy Galente ships. Crap. All right. Mission can't be accepted remotely. I have to go to her. All right, that's fine. Set destination. So yeah, so I'll definitely take a look at that one. But yeah, Death, I do agree. The Vexor, very, very nice ship for what it costs. I actually saw somebody doing, why can't I never remember the name of it? What was the thing you were talking about the other night, Ming? The special site starts with an A. Why I can't think of them. But yeah, I saw somebody doing those with the Vexor with a passive shield tank, Abyssals. Yeah, they were doing Abyss level 1s with a passive shield tank, which I thought was pretty cool. I definitely like the passive tanks, so. But they had corp mates that were kind of watching them to keep them from getting into trouble, so. So yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll dock here and I'll call the stream. I'll call it an end, because if I start this one and it's a little tougher than I can handle, then I'm going to be stuck. So, and I definitely need to get some sleep.
Warp drive active.
But this is where I can pick up and do this storyline mission tomorrow or Sunday. Yeah, if I don't play before. So, yes. Well, like I said, what I'll do is I'll take a look at that one. And I took a look at the one you sent me for the Vexor Navy. And this guy doesn't, none of the items is he capable of. So, but yeah, I was looking at that to kind of downgrade him and that kind of stuff. The power and the CPU were both off the chart too. So I think he's got to raise some more skills for that. So yeah. My main had everything except one, and I actually picked that skill up and trained it on him while I was messing around. So, but yeah, I'll look at that other one
Docking permission requested.
and see about
Docking request
implementing that
accepted.
here so that we can kind of get that solidified. So, like the boosted drones, like to get some more range out of them. I like the sniping, but with the drones only being able to do 40, it kind of keeps that at a minimum. So, but yeah, we'll take a look at that. But let me see. Plenty of room to downgrade on these fits and still have a strong ship. Yep. And that's what I was kind of looking for, was somebody to give me kind of a, like you have, to give me kind of a baseline that I can work off of, because there are just too many modules and too many possibilities. It makes my brain hurt. So let me see who we got streaming to see who we want to raid. So, I don't know any of these. Only one I know is this Bondar JR guy. So, you guys have any suggestions? I looked for Steve's Haven today, by the way, Ming, and I didn't see him. So, but yeah, there's a lot of new modules. So yeah. But yeah. Come on. That's weird. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, yeah, pretty much. It's his night off. He'll be on tomorrow. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for him. But yeah, it's weird. I went out to his stream and it showed the last time he streamed was last month, and so I wonder. I've noticed that with some others. Like the guy I watched, Darth Raban, I tried to look at his afterwards, and it doesn't always show his most recent stream for some reason. So I don't know if they go into subscriber only thing or something. I'm not sure. So it's kind of weird. Twitch sometimes is so. But yeah, he's on a regular schedule, so he may not post them right away. Well, it's weird. So for mine, when I stream them on Twitch, they're automatically there. I don't have to do anything for those. I do have to port them to YouTube. But the ones for Twitch are there. And so that's where I was trying to look at them, was in Twitch, but I didn't see them. So, but yeah, hard to say. So, but yeah, if you guys don't have any suggestion, I could just close her down. I really like to raid somebody. At least give them somebody. We could send them to one of these small ones. Problem is, I don't know if they're doing anything. Art Gravy's doing solo PvP. And Ghosty Gaming says he's space trucking to start and patrolling dev for content. So yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I definitely will. I'll definitely check that out, and I'm kind of looking forward to checking that out and seeing if I can get that one kind of solidified, because it does have quite a few gaps. with range and others. So I'd like to get those kind of straightened out. But thanks again for all the help. And everyone else, thanks for watching. Appreciate you all being here. Since we don't have a suggestion on a raid, I'm probably going to raid Ghosty Gaming, since it looks like that's one. I think I tried to raid him the other day, so... yeah. But raid up, that's why I did try to raid him the other day, and his raid settings do not allow me to raid him. So there you go. So worth a try. So, but yeah. So all right. Well, we tried. So there's a sniper wolf, but he's got a foreign language in there. So yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll just call it a night. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for being here. And I will be streaming again my regular schedule Sunday night, starting probably around 9:30. I think I have it set at 10, but I'm about to change my schedule to show 9:30. And from 9:30 to 12:30. So if not before, like I said, I may stream on Saturday, but I'll probably stream some other game just to get some stream in for that. So playing a couple of other indie games that I might try and stream. So, but anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.